Hi, welcome back to the workbench. As usual, if I screw up anything, leave me a comment down below. If you enjoy the video and want to see my other content as it comes out, please subscribe, also down below. And thanks for watching. Alright, so what I'm looking at today is a simple light made from a LED, a switch, a power source of some kind, and a resistor in line to limit the current flow and provide a voltage drop for whatever forward voltage is on the LED, because you'll notice these are 2.1. These are a forward voltage of 1.8, 2.2, because they flicker, so it's variable. There's a 30.2 volt for the clear white. They're one of the higher ones, and I think the blues might even be a little higher than that. So there's various forward voltages on these, and you need various resistors to account for that. There's many calculators online that'll just give you a quick number for the resistor you'd like to use for any given forward voltage on your LED. So that part's pretty straightforward. And the resistors I'm going to be using are just a 22 ohm resistor. It's kind of in between the values on these. I wouldn't recommend just using a single value like this for whatever you're using, but these will make anything work. What'll happen is if you use a resistor that's too low of a value, it'll burn out the LED quicker. So just something to account for. If you use a resistor that's a bit higher value, generically it will just limit the light output from the LED if it lights up. Here we go. So this is a selection of switches. What you'd probably want to use are something that permanently stays on when you switch it, so possibly a multi-pole SPDT switch, single position, single throw. Self-locking switch would also work okay. Let me get one of the SPDTs out. So that's what I'm going to use, one of these. Let me give you a bit better look at that. And those are relatively inexpensive. I think I buy 50 or 100 of them for a dollar or two. And for this case, I think I'll be pulling out a flickering red LED because it's more candle-like. And one 22 ohm resistor to put in line. And I'll just use the leads from the 22 ohm resistor for our wiring because, just in case you're unfamiliar with what a resistor looks like, that's a quarter-watt resistor. Should be sufficient for our needs. The wattage on it is the amount of heat it's able to dissipate. Well, relative anyway. The amount of power it's able to dissipate safely, but it dissipates it as heat. So, and let's see. There's the long and the short. And there's a switch. Let's see, we also need a battery of some sort. This battery will work. It's just a AA battery holder, and I've already got it wired for positive negative with some leads, so I can just attach the wires into it, and it should light up just fine. I mean, you could hard solder it with the switch in line, and that would work as well. There's a couple of AA batteries. Well, that'll work. Yeah, see if we can. Oh yeah, that shows up on camera, even with the bright lights in the background. Alright, so I already heated up my soldering gun. There's a lot of reasons why you'd want to do this. Makes a neat project, and there's many things you can add a quick LED to. And it's relatively safe with working with 3 volt battery packs. Not too much that can go wrong there, as long as you don't eat the batteries. Alright, so that's our wiring done. Just for an example, we've got one lead coming off one of the we've got a little extended lead coming off one of the leads in this position. We've got the resistor and our LED coming off the other lead in this position to the positive end of the lead. So what we're going to have to do is apply, unless I'm looking at this wrong, apply some negative over on this side to the connection and apply the positive over to this side, and then we'll switch off our LED. And since those leads apparently don't work, I'll have to fix that on here later. We will just put our two connections like so. Negative. There's our positive, and let's see what we get. And there we go. That completes the circuit. Turn it on and off. And these switches are pretty good. They're the sort of thing that's found in many small electronics applications and all sorts of goods that you can buy. Pretty much the same with the resistors and the LEDs. You can purchase them from somewhere like Mouser if you want, spec equipment. You can always get them off eBay if you just want the cheapest thing available, and anywhere in between. Usually I would go with eBay if I'm just doing a personal project where I don't really care about the certifications or quality of the LED and switch and whatnot. Most of the time you'll just be getting a decent quality component anyway. And let's see how that looks in the dark. There you go. Flickering red LED, which would be suitable for many 3D printing applications, such as a lithophane. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time.